What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more George Kranz. Once again, shout out to friend and champion of the channel, Han Solo, enabled many deep dives, including those more on the fringe or off the beaten path. So we're going to listen to a tune that references a German politician, I think of like the 80s and 90s in particular, Helmut Kohl. So the tune is called Helmut Kohl, First Taught, is that right? Yeah, I'm not sure if that says first. No, it's East. It's like Ist, like I-S-T. So it's Helmut Kohl ist Tot Fatal Mix. I assume that means Helmut Kohl is something, but I don't know what Tot translates to. The Fatal Mix is an interesting track title, although it suggests to me that we might be dealing with a sort of dance floor kind of version here. But yeah, I don't really know anything about this. As I mentioned when I reacted to the other tune by him, which is, what is it, Monkey something? One moment, please. Monkey Me. Yeah, my understanding is that he's sort of a German folk artist who began, making music with more electronic aspects in a sort of experimental and perhaps pioneering way. So I don't know too much about him, but I know that his music is sort of like, maybe less commercially successful, but very sort of like critically interesting, very aesthetically interesting. So let's get it. This is George Kranz. The tune is Helmut Kohl ist Tot, and the mix is the Fatal Mix. So like a no idea we'd be listening to something like this. I love the zip at the back end of that.
Guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren. Helmut Kohl ist tot.
Someone tell me what tot means, please.
Plötzlich und unerwartet erreicht uns die Meldung seines Todes.
Slippery and wicked. That one mousy layer. The German duo called Gamble 202. A track called Spicy Bread of Charity. Not entirely dissimilar. A demented dystopian rave tune for like, I mean, it's gotta be 90s, right? Late 80s at the earliest, surely. This could be
Das
like...
waren die Spätnachrichten.
Interesting rhythm. That's German for tambourine man. A little trancy now. That's a good rhythm too. The shaking hats. George Solar Quest appreciates this rhythm here.
Helmut ist tot. Jetzt bei Gott.
Filth. Dissonant filth.
Helmut ist dead.
Like headbanging techno. K. Smith, option 1. The harder techno track. Getting vibes here. K.P. Smith. Basically, it's making me think of a lot of techno tunes. goes into this like. That's fantastic. My man. A wall of acid, anyone? Dead. My God, does this never end? Poof, it ends. Very cheeky at the end. Yeah, I mean, again, is it a value judgment about Mr. Kohl? I'm not sure, and I think he's since passed away anyway. Nevertheless, that's a crazy track that, again, in different sections was making me think of a whole number of different techno tunes. And it seemed to have some acid along the way, so that is fantastic as well. Any track that has a 303 will instantly become more interesting to me. So yeah, you know, the vocals make it less of like a, you know, an underground kind of rave techno track. It feels more like a sort of, you know, radio or like club techno track. But it's hard, it's wicked, it's dissonant. It's not really what I would expect from a sort of club style techno track. So really interesting one. Again, I don't know when that's from. I'm going to guess mid-90s. I'm going to say like 94 to 97, maybe somewhere in there. But yeah, ultimately, you know, it could be in the 80s. You know, the Roland TB-303, the synthesizer that makes the acid sound, if I could get that sentence out of my brain. Yeah, it was created, I think, 82. I think by 83, you know, they had made all the ones they were ever going to make. So, you know, it could be as early as the mid-80s. But yeah, for whatever reason, I feel like that's maybe later, in part because I think Helmut Kohl's like political significance was more notable in the 90s than the 80s. Do let me know. I'm not up on my late 20th century German politics. Nevertheless, do let me know what you think of this one, and shout out to Han Solo once more. You know, again, not knowing what I was going to get there, I was thinking it was maybe, you know, a bit electronic, but maybe more folk sounding. But given the way that one played out, I'm not surprised that this is one that he was trying to bring to my attention. So anyway, shout out to you. Let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time.